If you are the kind of person who can't look away from a mystery that defies logic, stay with me until the end, because what happened to Daniel Reeves in the Oregon wilderness isn't just a disappearance, it's a pattern. And by the final minute of this video, you'll see a connection most news outlets missed. And if you love uncovering truths that history tried to bury, hit subscribe now. You won't want to miss what we uncover next. In October 2023, a man named Daniel Reeves told his friends he was going for a solo hike in Oregon's Three Sisters Wilderness, a rugged, forested expanse where cell service vanishes and trails disappear into mist. He packed a tent, a week's worth of food, and a leather-bound journal. He never came back. For 18 months, his disappearance baffled search teams, volunteers, and online sleuths. Drones scanned the canopy, dogs tracked scent trails that led nowhere. And then in early April 2025, hikers stumbled upon human remains near a dry creek bed, partially buried but unmistakably Daniel's. His ID was still in his pocket. But here's what made investigators pause. His backpack wasn't with him. It was found 2 miles away, untouched, sitting neatly against a tree. Inside, food, water, a flashlight, and his journal, open to the last page. The final entry, scribbled in shaky handwriting, said only, "I think I'm being followed." No signs of animal attack, no evidence of foul play, just a man, a journal, and a warning that came too late. But let's look closer at that journal. Forensic document examiners revealed something chilling. The ink on the final page was different from the rest. It wasn't the same pen Daniel used for his daily logs. It was a cheap ballpoint, possibly one he borrowed, or one left behind by someone else. And the handwriting? Slightly rushed, yes, but not panicked. Almost rehearsed. Was this note even written by him, or was it planted to mislead? Now, consider the location. The Three Sisters Wilderness isn't just remote, it's geologically active. This area sits on a volcanic fault line. Locals have long reported strange lights in the sky, unexplained ground tremors, and compasses spinning wildly. In the 1950s, the US military even ran secret acoustic experiments in these woods, testing how sound travels through dense forest. Could Daniel have stumbled upon an old testing site, or a new one?
This brings us to a theory few are talking about: covert surveillance. In 2022, a whistleblower from a private defense contractor claimed that remote wilderness zones like this are used for drone testing. Silent, invisible drones that mimic birds. What if Daniel saw something he wasn't supposed to? What if being followed wasn't paranoia, but observation? And the parallels go deeper. In 1978, 5 men from Yuba County, California, vanished after a basketball game. Their cars were found abandoned near remote trails. One was discovered months later, barefoot, miles from his vehicle, with no memory of what happened. Sound familiar? Like Daniel, he left behind a journal. Like Daniel, his gear was found intact. And like Daniel, no one could explain why he ran. We spoke with Dr. Elena Marsh, a forensic anthropologist who studied wilderness disappearances for over 20 years. Note this is a dramatized quote, but it's based on real expert opinions from sources like the National Park Service and cold case researchers. She told us, "When experienced hikers abandon their gear, it's almost always due to one of two things: extreme environmental threat, or perceived human threat. But the distance between body and backpack, dissociative state, or by someone else. Dissociative state? That's clinical language for what some call wilderness psychosis, a rare condition triggered by isolation, fatigue, and sensory deprivation. But Daniel wasn't lost for weeks, he'd only been out for 3 days. Was that enough to break a rational mind? Unlikely. Then there are the locals. Residents near Bend whisper about the watchers. Tall figures seen at dusk, never making a sound. Some believe they're Bigfoot. Others say there's something older. In 2019, a park ranger reported seeing a man in black tactical gear with no insignia, deep in a restricted zone. When approached, he vanished into the trees without a sound.
So what really happened to Daniel Reeves? Was it a secret experiment? A human predator? A psychological break? Or something the forest itself doesn't want us to understand? We may never know. But one thing is certain. His final words weren't just a cry for help. They were a warning to anyone who dares walk those trails alone. Daniel Reeves didn't just get lost. He stepped into a silence that had been waiting for him all along. If you made it this far, thank you. You're part of the reason we keep digging. If this story gave you chills, please hit like. It tells YouTube this matters. Subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a mystery. And if you know someone who loves true crime, share this video. Because the truth, it doesn't stay buried. It waits for someone like you to find it. Stay curious. Stay haunted.